There's something I want to talk about, and that is loyalty. Everything derives from loyalty. No matter your work ethic or who you say is a person, your truths. Without loyalty, you don't know if that person is really about their word. You don't know if they mean well on what they say, if that is really how they feel. Anybody can hide behind a mask and portray a certain person or say how they are. And I mean, we meet people all the time, and people have a tendency of showcasing themselves in a way where they look like a great person. How many times have you seen a criminal, like maybe on TV somewhere, but they say, oh, I don't know, they get into some story, maybe with a cop or just somebody that they're talking to, and they're trying to live up to something. They're trying to appear a certain way, and it's really smoke and mirrors. But how do we know? We just have to take people's word at face value. So loyalty it is such a big part of everything. It's a big part of knowing who that person really is. And what got me thinking about this is there's been a lot of people, not calling anybody out in particular, but there's been a lot of people over time, and I'm sure in your life as well, a lot of people that you meet that say they want to do this, that, and the third. And how many times have you been let down by making friends with the wrong person or trying to make friends with the wrong person? Maybe you give them a chance. It's somebody new in your life, somebody that you just started talking to, whether it's a girlfriend or a friend, or could even be your family. But even with friends that maybe we fell off with and we lost connection along the way, and then down the road you decide to hang out. And those things are inevitable. Can't say that word. And those things are inevitable to happen. We get into a cycle where maybe we don't talk to somebody for so long, and then we allow them back in their life. And people do change, sometimes for the worst. And so we're always up against a situation where we're kind of like testing that, not like we're going out of our way to test it, but we end up in a situation where we're like, okay, let's make these plans to do this with this person and see what happens, right? You always hope and you try to be hopeful so that a positive outcome comes out of it, right? And it's not to test again. It's just people want to do things and follow through with things. And so you find out really quickly with people. You find out with friends that maybe you haven't talked to in a while, or just somebody that you've met recently. So it all comes down to making those plans and following through with them. And there's been a lot of times, and I know for myself, that I meet somebody and it is the most annoying thing. I make plans with them. I'm like, okay, this week coming up, this date, maybe this time even, we should get together and do this. And how many times have you been let down? And I'm really not trying to be pessimistic here, but the reason why I'm talking about this and like not the opposite of this and like how great loyalty is because this is a common problem that a lot of us run into. And I don't understand it. I don't understand how you can make plans with somebody and just really never have it in your head that you're going to follow through with those plans. It just doesn't make sense to me. Why bother doing that? Why go out of your way, especially to a stranger? That's what I don't understand. I guess maybe I could understand if it's a friend of yours and you really do cherish that friendship, but maybe your life is really rough and you really don't know what's going to happen from one week to the next. But what I really can't understand is if it's somebody new in your life, like a complete stranger that you just started talking to, and they have a reason to lie to you. Like, what reason do they have? What do they need to prove to you? Especially if they don't plan on actually hanging out with you, what do they need to prove? It makes zero sense. Just be out with it. Hey, I would like to do this, but I'll be honest, I'm more of a talker and I'm kind of more of a person that, well, it sounds good, but when it comes down to the moment actually taking place, I don't know if I'm up for it. Just be honest. I think people would respect these type of people a lot more if they were just honest from the gate. But then again, maybe who would even waste their time for a second talking to them if they knew they weren't loyal? I cannot stand making plans with somebody only to waste my time. Like, time is valuable. We only get so much of it. It may feel like we have, this day, the next day, next week, and we often do make plans for the future. I mean, that's the point of making plans. When you make plans, it's for the future. You don't make plans for right now. That's called being spontaneous. When you make plans for the future. And we don't know what fate's gonna bring us. We don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow, but we still follow through with that. And you gotta think to yourself, each day that you're on this earth, it's limited. Anything could happen. So you're putting your time in that person's pocket, and they're disrespecting you by not following up with the plans that you have now made with each other. So even if you did it to them, it's disrespect. I get that people have their own shit going on. Maybe there's things going on in their life that people don't see, behind closed doors. The thing is, deal with that shit. Don't bring it on to other people. It's not fair to other people to have to bring or have to deal with it. That is that person's problem, to fix that and get that underway. But yeah, it's just one of those things that I thought about, and I'm like, man, this would be a great topic to talk about, because I myself have been in this situation numerous times. I know that if I have, other people have. We are very relatable in that sense. We go through a lot of the same things. And I see it so much more now than I have ever. It really is just an uncalled for thing. It's like, just be about who you are and try and work on yourself. That's the least you can do. If you feel like you're in a situation where, like, maybe your life is crumbling and you're doing bad things and you're not keeping up your end of the bargain, be a better person, or at least try to be. I think that goes a long way too. At least attempting to be, and being out in the open with who you are as a person is at least on a respectable wave. But that's really what I wanted to talk about. So that's it.